It's game time here at Trinity Gymnasium as the junior varsity TBC Eagles are playing host to the Lions of Potter's House Postgraduate Academy. Hello, everybody. I'm Ray Bureau, and joining us tonight, Jeremiah Cooper, a member of the varsity Trinity Baptist College Eagles. He's also going to work the camera. And as always, we're very happy to have you joining us here for men's basketball here in the NCCAA. This ball game is underway. The JV Eagles come into tonight's play with a record of 1 win and 1 loss. Their last game was a 60-55 loss to Lamar Sports Academy on November 16th after defeating Lamar Sports Academy in the season opener for the JV team. That was a 77-70 win on November 9th. First shot of the game put up by Nicholas Davidson, and it hits off the rim. And Aubrey Howard, who also plays with the varsity team, gets the rebound and brings this ball up court. I'll tell you more about the TBC Eagles in just a moment. Again, I'm Ray Bureau. You're stuck with me here for the JV game tonight. As the ball game is just now underway, we have a brand new shot clock that I believe is also going to be used in high school basketball this season. I think that is a 45-second shot clock. Eagles will inbound with 17 on that shot clock, and Howard takes TBC's first shot but does not get it in. And a quick transition by Davidson all the way up the court. Potter's House in those baby blue North Carolina color uniforms. The second chance is good. That is Malachi Virtue, and the first foul of the ball game will be called against TBC's Aubrey Howard.
It's a very, very nice use of strength going up there, number 0.
We don't have stats for Potter's House. Malachi Virtue is at the line. A chance to complete the three-point play, and a couple of bounds off the inside of the rim, and it drops through. So a quick 3-0 lead for the Lions. Jeremiah, this is one of our new men, number 12, Jesse Mitchell. What can you tell us about Jesse?
Jesse Mitchell is a very, very shifty guard, one known for his shooting ability, as he has shown right there.
And he buries a 3 from the corner. He's averaging 1.5 points per game through the first 2. Again, the JV Eagles have played just 2 games so far, but they have quite a few more coming up, and we'll give you that schedule as we get an opportunity. 3-pointer from the corner. That was Virtue, but missing off the inside of the rim. The Lions do keep possession. Shot clock now at 10. Work to the top of the arc. And Davidson with the miss off the rim, and a nice rebound by Robbie Simmons there.
It really is.
Eagles in the corner. Running the baseline and getting the pass to Amir Hardy. And that one tapped out of bounds by Virtue. Some good defensive play, but the Eagles will still have 18 seconds on the shot clock. Beautiful new shot clock, and we can actually see those numbers a lot better on the viewing screen as well. And that ball knocked out of bounds. That is Mustafa Laum. Not sure if it's Laum or Loom. If any of our Lions fans can help us out with that, we'd appreciate you to let us know in the chat. Drop us a comment. I love saying hello when I see those names on the screen. That's Mitchell for 3. It is off the rim. Rebounded by Aubrey Howard, who's going to take the 3 and swish.
Jesse Mitchell and Aubrey Howard being 2 of your most effective shooters on this JV roster. Having them as an offensive threat on the court is always vital.
Well, Aubrey Howard has hit a few threes with the varsity already this year. I think this is his first JV game of the season.
Oh, no, this is his a total of 3 at the moment, including this game.
And he's played in all 3 of those. I should have known. I've been here for all of them. That one is missed. That missed everything by Weston, and a quick pass up the middle.
Great
and Howard.
Effort by Aubrey Howard.
He hustled up there and got that steal. That's Mitchell again for 3 off the rim. Simmons with a great power move after the rebound, but unable to convert. And Loom is able to bring it up court quickly for the Lions. Alley-oop try, but it goes through the hands of Loom. Hardy keeps it in play, hustles up the court. His pass hits off the foot of Malachi Virtue. Always like to see the hustle. You're not going to get every shot to go, but hustling back on defense, that's what Hardy did, and he was able to get that ball after it went through the hands of the Lions attacker.
Exactly. The one thing that coaches definitely love is hustle and effort when it comes to basketball players, especially when you get that from every single position on the court.
Well, like Coach Jones did, we know Coach De Leon, he's going to make sure his players hustle no matter what the score, the situation, or anything else.
Exactly.
You're going to hustle because there are more than 10 other guys over there waiting to get on the court.
Yep, every single one of them ready to get an opportunity to go and show what coach they can do.
That one is for three. It's off the rim. Loom pulls this one down, and the basket is good. Continuation, and Mustafa Loom is on the board. The Eagles are shooting 66 points per game, allowing 65. Again, 2 games played. And Jeremiah, this is where the trouble's been. 28.9% from the field. They are hitting some three-pointers. Free throws, though, that cost them against Lamar. They hit their free throws in the first game, did not do as much in the second game against Lamar.
Yeah, being able to have a higher percentage is definitely going to give you a different outcome in the game, and hopefully we can see a difference in this game today against Potter's House.
Howard's pass is intercepted by Davidson in a very fast move up the court. And Virtue, I thought he was going to dunk it, but he thought better of it and made sure he got the 2 points. And the Lions now lead 7-6. Hardy across midcourt, guarded by Virtue. Simmons, that's for 2. He had 1 foot inside the line. Hits off the back of the rim, and Davidson hurries his way up the court. Pass inside, Loom blocked by Hardy and out of bounds. Last touched by Loom, and great defensive play by Amir Hardy, who's made a couple of those already.
Yeah, so Amir Hardy being a real known streaky defender when it comes to defending the ball and being a defender off the ball too. He's really known for just being such a really quick guard, but then also showing effort on both sides of the court.
Now, of course, Jeremiah, your 3rd or 4th year here at TBC?
This will be my 4th year.
You are a senior this year?
I am technically a senior within education, but I am a junior on the basketball.
On the court, you're a junior, so I was about to say, you know these guys very well personally. You've played with them. You've gone to class with them. You've been friends with them. So we appreciate your willingness to grab a mic and tell us a little bit more, because I don't get to see you guys off the court very much.
Yeah.
It's nice to get to know you one way or another. Robbie Simmons will inbound for the Eagles. Simmons, Weston, Hardy, Howard, and Mitchell on the court. Wearing those home whites, going from the left to the right. Press being put on by Francis Y. That leads to a steal by Davidson, who lays this one in. And Nicholas Davidson is on the board for the first time. The Lions are 1-2 so far. Their last game was at Florida State College at Jacksonville. And Jeremiah, you can tell everyone that is a very good junior college team, the Blue Wave.
It really is.
Francis Y with the dunk, extending the lead to 5, but Simmons gets the assist from Mitchell. Cuts it back down to 3. Robbie Simmons, 1.5 points through the first 2 points per game, that is. Very good ball work to the left side of the arc. 3-pointer a little too strong, however. And Virtue gets the rebound. Davidson misses the 3. Loom inside the paint. Watch the 3 seconds, but he gets the shot off just in time. He now has 5. 13-8 is the score. It is 13. And Howard pulls up, and that one is off the rim. Of course, our JV games, they allow our workers to try some other roles, and they're still getting used to some of the equipment as well. That is for 3, and it's good from the corner from Francis Y. He now has 5, and it is 16-8 in favor of the Lions. Again, the score is 16. And Hardy takes the pass, finds Simmons inside the paint, and a very good move by Simmons. You guys aren't afraid to mix it up inside the paint.
No, not at all. And needing that different forms of scoring is extremely important. You need to be able to get the ball inside of the paint and then even outside, finding that form of movement within the offense that also allows the defense to move, that allows them to collapse, and that also allows open shots to form. Or you're able to drive off of those open shots that are provided, pump fake, be able to get to the rim and actually provide a really good chance to either get an and one or just a little easy bucket inside.
And again, hustling inside the paint because you're going to win or lose close games at the line and in the lane.
Exactly.
You have to be able to get those rebounds. 30-second timeout was called by head coach Don Martin of the Potter's House Post-Grad Lions. Of course, you can check out Potter's House Academy. They're on Lane Avenue. They are a middle school, high school, and postgraduate school. And many of the gentlemen on this team are right on the verge of getting some athletic scholarships.
Yes, they are.
So these JV games, they mean a lot, not just to the Eagles, but to their opponents as well. The Mars Sports Academy, we played sports academies from all over the state of Florida. Those players are looking to get some scholarships, and many of them have the talent to do just that. This is Farah with possession, and he takes a shot. That ball might have been deflected by Sullivan. Caleb Sullivan and Haddon Sullivan, freshman twin brothers here on the Eagles. Now the three-pointer from Francis Y, his second already. He has 8 points, and the lead is now 9 for the Lions. Howard finds Sullivan, and the shot is a little strong. Caleb Sullivan's averaging 7 points per game through the first two. He got a little varsity time against Clinton College.
Yes, he did. He's actually a really, really good shooter, especially that first game against Lamar Academy. He was able to really knock down the three.
He and Haddon in that game against Lamar, late in the game, they both just started hitting three after three after three.
Exactly, yes. He's really a vital part of this JV team, as same as Aubrey Howard and Jesse Mitchell when it comes to being shooters. We're really hoping that his development can continue to grow and continue to become much more effective within our offense, and hopefully we can see him have some varsity minutes in the future.
Running the baseline is Farah. Ball stripped away. Pulled down by the Eagles. Weston takes the pass away from Jackson Pringle West, one of our new TBC Eagles this year. He wears number 2. But the steal and a quick movement up the court. David Dial on the board, his first basket. And these Lions have opened up an 11-point lead. That's Mitchell for 3, a little strong. Sullivan right there to get the rebound. Double-teamed under the basket. And we're going to have ourselves a 3-second violation called against Caleb Sullivan. And a substitution will put, now how do you say that, Tijah Johnson? Is that right? Tyjae Johnson. Another one of our new freshmen. I haven't had a chance to meet everybody in person just yet. Of course, I do full-time with Trinity Christian Academy and absolutely love doing all TBC Eagles home games. Ball tipped back to the court, mid-court stripe. Davidson takes 3, and it's good. So these Lions, they can shoot the ball from long range. That's already their 4th three-pointer and a 14-point lead, as you see corrected now on the screen.
Exactly. TBC is really going to have to find a way to defend those three-point shooters and actually find a way to reduce that deficit that they've built up right now.
Weston feeds the ball outside to Johnson. They have to back it up to midcourt as the Lions are putting on very tight defense. Inside the paint is Brian Eberle, but he's called for the travel and a couple of unforced errors on the last few possessions. That's one of the reasons that the Lions, who haven't made mistakes yet, have opened up this 14-point lead less than 8 minutes in. This is Nicholas Davidson crossing midcourt. I don't know which team the Lions defeated. I do know they are 1-2. A pass to David Dial. Y almost lost his footing, but pulls up, and that was a pass. Loom with the chance, but no. Missed opportunity for the Lions. Loom looks to be about 6'7". That is Weston driving the lane, but missing the layup. And Loom pulls down the rebound, hustles up the court, has Y wide open, and Y lays it in. Francis Y already with 10 points, and the lead is now 16. Davidson could not quite keep it in bounds. And Jeremiah, I remember you played with the NIT JV team a little bit last year. Yes, I remember Potter's House coming over here. We had a tough time with them last year as well. This is a very good team.
We did. Potter's House is really known for having those really developed players throughout the years, and each year they seem to have a different squad, developing really, really good players who go off to play at high-end colleges, or maybe even some community colleges. But they're known for just having some really, really tall players and some really, really athletic and talented players from all different positions on the field, on the court.
That was an alternating possession on the last whistle, and this one is an out of bounds. Another unforced error by the Eagles. They've turned the ball over a few times of late, and that's cost them as Potter's House has turned those into points. Already 9 turnovers for the Eagles. Having a little trouble holding on to the rock.
Yeah, that's definitely something that needs to be fixed soon if they want to see this game get a little bit closer.
And Loom will draw the foul. That will be Jackson Pringle West, his first. Team foul number 3. Potter's House has not yet committed a foul. This is a 2-shot foul for Mustafa Loom. 5 points so far. First free throws of the night for either team, and number 1 is a little too strong. Pringle West, Simmons, and Howard each have 1 foul for the Eagles. As the second free throw is good. Loom goes 1 for 2, 6 points now. And the only foul so far for the Lions has been Shamir Farah. Eagles work the court, get the ball to Sullivan. He runs the baseline and lays it in, and he got underneath and around Loom for the basket. First basket of the night for Caleb Sullivan. Lions back at midcourt. Davidson with possession. Finds Loom to the left side of the paint, and a foul. It could either be Sullivan or Pringle West. Both actually made contact, and it's going to be Haddon Sullivan called for his first foul. That'll send Mustafa Loom right back to the line. 1 for 2 just a moment ago. And first of 2, it is a little short. Will Mosbach onto the court for TBC. Jackson Pringle West will head off. And a substitution for the Lions will send Malachi Virtue back to the lane. He'll take over for Davidson. Lou missed his first. And that one did not go. That's one of those stubborn ones that'll hit the rim a few times and drop out. Howard takes the pass, works the right side of the court, almost lost the ball, able to hold on. He is guarded by David Dial. Now the loose ball was knocked away. Loom picks it up, has options to both sides, takes it himself, and a little strong, a little too much momentum. Ball's out of bounds and will stay with the Lions. Loom might have gotten away with a little stutter step on that last move toward the basket. But no official's going to catch every single thing.
Exactly. It's always a difficulty for refs to get every single call. Granted, it is frustrating as a player, but they're all human. You're going to get different calls not being seen or different things that you believe need to be called and sadly aren't called.
That's for 3 for Sullivan, and it's good. That is Haddon Sullivan. He averages 4.5 points per game through the first 2. He now has 3, 27-15. Pump fake by Loom. Now he pulls up from the top of the arc. Inside, that was a 2-point effort. Howard finds Eberly. Eberly double-teamed. Back outside to Amir Hardy for 3. A little strong and off the backboard. Loom hustles his way up court. These Lions also have a lot of speed as well. 3-point effort from Virtue, no good. And the hustle by Dial to regain possession. That is for 3. It's off the rim. Loom right underneath. He got out of the lane, so he's able to get back in, but misses the shot. Dial to Virtue. And a whistle before the shot. 3-second violation, nullifying the shot from Aldo Moyerson. So the turnover will give the ball right back to the Eagles. That's turnover number 5 for the Lions. The Eagles have already committed 10 turnovers. Nicholas Davidson in for, they told me to just call him Atong. Look at the name for number 10, Jeremiah.
Yes.
They told me just call him Atong, and I'm kind of glad they did. I'll give it a shot in a moment. Sullivan for 3, off the rim, off the top of the backboard, pulled down by Malachi Virtue. He feeds Davidson, who powers his way inside. Nicholas Davidson now with 7 points, and the lead is 14 for the Lions. Eberle, pull-up jumper, little short, gets his own rebound. Sullivan to Sullivan, outside to Hardy. Eberle in the corner, trying to get around Loom. He's able to do so and hit Sullivan, who finds Caleb Sullivan. That's Haddon for 3. It is off the rim. The ball did hit the rim, so ignore the shot clock buzzer. Davidson hustles it up court, and the shot is no good from Virtue. Hardy with the rebound. And Hardy with the finger roll, but could not get it to drop through. Pass to Virtue. And we have ourselves a whistle. That's going to be called against Haddon Sullivan, his second. Let's see, number 10, Atong Palamalaka, I believe that is. I did ask him before the game. He told me just call him Atong. Substitution now for the Eagles. Jeriel Santana onto the court. Mark Lukac makes his first appearance of the night as well. He wears number 40. That's him with the sleeves on inside the paint. Dial through 2 defenders, and the underhand layup is good. 4 points now for David Dial, and a 16-point lead for Potter's House. Remember, this is Potter's House Postgraduate Academy. Then moved by Hardy. He will draw the foul. I believe that was Mustafa Loom. That's his first. It is team foul number 2. So the Lions have actually played very clean first half as well. That's only their second foul. Mayor Hardy will shoot 2. And Hardy at the line. First of 2 is up, and it is good. Here's where the Eagles, they haven't had an opportunity yet, but if they get these opportunities to score points with the clock stopped, they need to take advantage.
Exactly. Also being able to drive more and more to the basket is also going to allow them to get to that free throw line a whole lot more. Hopefully be able to get this game a lot closer.
Well, Hardy goes 2 for 2. That's a start. Those are his first free throws of the season for either team, varsity or JV, if I have that correct. Virtue, a whistle before the shot. 3-second violation called against the Lions. That'll give the ball back to the Eagles. 31-17 to score, 6.5 left to go in the first half. Hardy could not get past Davidson. And Davidson blocks the shot attempt. It's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles with 15 on the shot clock. 6:19 left on the game clock. Sullivan hits Masbach outside the arc. Here's Santana going up and hitting the side of the backboard, and Loom pulls down the rebound. Nichols inside the paint to Y with the left-handed layup. That is good. 12 points now for Francis Y. 33-17, the biggest lead so far of the night. It's tied, actually. They had a 16-point lead a few minutes ago as well. Traveling violation called against Nicholas Davidson. Now, the Lions have had a few turnovers in the last several minutes. That's their 7th with the traveling violation. They're giving the Eagles the opportunities. Eagles, though, shooting right now just 25% from the field. Lions are at 42%. That's Aubrey Howard inside the paint. He will draw the foul and shoot two.
That's exactly what this TBC Eagles squad needs to do. Continue to attack that paint and allow themselves to get to that free throw line, cut this deficit down, and also get some foul trouble for Potter's House.
That's only their third as a team, and number one on Malachi Virtue. And old Coach Jones lending a helping hand. Of course, Coach Jones, 12 years as the head coach of the TBC Eagles. Retired as a coach. He's still the athletic director and now on the presidential administration staff here at Trinity Baptist College. Over 300 wins in his 30-year career. Over 350 wins, I believe. Hardy misses his first. He had 206 wins as the Eagles head coach. And now Coach Nate DeLeon is taking over, and he's still leading the defending NIT Bible College national champions. Well, that's something that the Eagles don't want to happen, missing both free throws. Chance to try to cut into the deficit a little bit, goes astray, and the Lions hang on to their 16-point lead. About 5.5 left to go. And we have ourselves a whistle and a 5-second count. Haddon Sullivan with the defense, and Davidson did not get rid of the ball in time. Kind of a strange rule. You get penalized because the other team played good defense. Osbach able to come back across the line and keep the Lions from intercepting the pass. Howard, that's Ethan Harp to Masbach, and a foul. The foul is called on Shamir Farah, his second, team foul number 4 on the floor, so the Eagles will inbound. The Eagles have committed 5 fouls. Ball stolen away by Y. Goes in between two. Howard, he thought he got all ball, but the official says hand made contact with hand, or are they just calling that out of bounds? Okay, I thought they called a foul. It is just out of bounds. Great play by Howard. That's Davidson for 3. It's a little strong. And a Lions player went down, fortunately did not hit the stage, and right back up on his feet. Substitution will send Mustafa Loom back onto the court, and Nicholas Davidson will head off. Under 5 minutes to go, first half. The Lions have had a terrific first 15 minutes. That's Santana for 3, a little strong, pulled down by Dial. Lions slow it down, allow everyone to get into position. Farah, underhand layup, no good. Santana with the rebound and the advance past half court. Howard open, three-pointer, a little strong. And that one is out of bounds. Last touched by Virtue, and the Eagles will get a fresh shot clock. Jeremiah, Eagles right now shooting just 21% from the field, whereas the Lions are at 40%. That's the difference that you see on the scoreboard. Ball stolen away by Shamir Farah. He finds Dial. Harp is able to get set, give up the body, and take the charge.
That's some great effort from Ethan Harp, actually being known for getting a lot of charges back in his old high school.
That's number 1 on Dial, number 5 as a team for the Lions. And credit Harp, big size difference, and Harp gave himself up for the team. And Mitchell lost his footing, and he's called for the travel. Coming up on about 4 minutes left, 33-17, and a substitution. We'll see Nicholas Davidson back onto the court, and Farah will head off. Aldo Moyerson also back onto the court. He wears number 3. He's camped in the corner on the far side. This is Loom. Masbach may not have hit the ball, but he made it difficult for Loom. So officially he won't get credit for a block, but he did block that shot. Mitchell misses the opportunity for a layup. And Loom loses the ball, and the hustle by Virtue. He last touched it, is out of bounds to the Eagles.
Effort from Jackson Pringle West, being one really known for his defensive efforts when it comes to playing on this TBC squad.
That's Harp with the ball. Jackson Pringle hustles to the left side of the paint, makes his way in, and gets the basket. He's averaging 6 points per game coming into tonight's play. That's his first score of the night. Three-pointer a little strong from Loom, pulled down by Pringle West. And Jackson Pringle West outleaps the very tall Lions. Finds Mitchell on the far side. Shot clock at 16. Mitchell looking for assistance and finds help in Tevin Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald takes the pass, hits Harp, wide open three, it is short. And a foul as Fitzgerald goes up for the second chance. The foul is on Mustafa Loom, that is his second. And now the Lions, who went about 13 minutes with only 2 fouls, are now up to 6. And Tevin Fitzgerald at the line, first of 2, is a little strong. And a substitution will send Robbie Simmons in for Will Masbach and Atong in for Mustafa Loom. 2:51 left, 33-19, a 14-point lead for the Lions. Free throw number 2, in and out. Atong pulls down the rebound. Well, Jeremiah, the Lions definitely have the size advantage.
Yeah, sadly we are a little bit undersized as a team. But we do kind of make it up with our effort on defense and offense. Sadly, it's not showing too much in this game right now, but I believe that if we're able to change it in the second half, we can see a completely different game.
And Mitchell's pass a little too high, and that gives the ball back to the Lions with 2.5 left to go. Davidson across the court to Moyerson, and a traveling violation. Moyerson tried to shift his feet to get off the pass, but he moved both, and that was the reason for the call. Caleb Sullivan in for Jesse Mitchell. 2:20 left until the intermission. Very fast-paced ball game. Not many stops other than fouls. Each team did call a 30-second timeout. Three-pointer in and out. And the ball batted around out of bounds, and it will be Lions ball. Hey, Jeremiah, since I have you, Division I, who's your team?
Division I, who's my team? I gotta
North Carolina, Duke, UConn, what?
I got to go with University of Florida. That's my mother's alma mater. And
All right.
I have to root for my hometown. So.
SEC, just like with football, a very powerful basketball conference. Three-pointer for Francis Y, his third of the night. He has 15 points already. Sullivan is wide. Great hustle and a rebound by Jackson Pringle West. Now, my family, we're UConn fans because my parents were from Hartford and my father was a major Jimmy Calhoun fan. And they won their first championship in 1999, or a little before that. They won it again in 99. My father was ecstatic. Short jumper missed by Francis Y. Nicholson's second chance is good. Nicholas Davidson, rather. He now has 9, and we have ourselves a timeout. Full timeout called by Eagles coach Nate DeLeon. And Jeremiah will take this opportunity to bring a message from the NCCAA to our viewers, and we'll be right back. Trinity Baptist varsity Eagles are on the road at the end of this week. 2 South Region games coming up. Southeastern Baptist and Pensacola Christian. And as Coach Jones and I have said a lot, Jeremiah, any team in the South Region is capable of winning. Any team can beat any team on any given night.
It's a very, very tough division that we have. And it's really something that we just need to make sure that we keep in mind each and every game. We do believe that we have the capability of getting a region championship. We were able to get to the championship last year. Sadly, we were not able to win. But we definitely have the ability to go right back there and possibly make history.
If you could just keep Bob Jones from hitting buzzer-beating threes at the end of the game, they keep doing that to us.
Yes.
38-21 to score, under a minute to go, and we have ourselves traveling called against Simmons. Another turnover will give the ball back to the Lions. What do you know about the Chargers you're going to play on Thursday and the Pensacola Christian Eagles you'll play on Friday?
Well, I do know more about the Pensacola Christian roster. They are also another team that has a really, really height difference when it comes to our team. Basically, what's going to have to come down to is for us to stay locked in and be able to defend the ball and being able to execute when it comes to our plays once we play Pensacola Christian, and actually be able to stay committed to our motto that we have within our team. Just being able to be defensively sound, being able to go through our plays the right way, and being able to rebound and make our free throws. The one thing that we're struggling with a lot right now is being able to make our three-point shots and adding more onto our field goal percentage. Hopefully, if we're able to produce that going into these next couple games, we will find a whole lot more of an easier path to winning both at PCC and against Southeastern.
That's Davidson going up with the left-handed layup. No good. Well, you said the key right there. In a close game, the foul shots are going to determine the winner. And this is my 9th year with TBC, and I can tell you, in close games, when you make those free throws, you guys typically win. When you don't, you typically come up a little short. So good luck to you Thursday night and Friday night. And Thursday night, TBC Eagles varsity basketball is at Southeastern Baptist College, a 7 p.m. Eastern time tip-off. Of course, they're in the Central Time Zone. And I just put the video link to that game on our schedule page and in the men's basketball Facebook page. Friday night, both the women and the men will play at Pensacola Christian, 6:30, 8:30 Eastern time. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to miss that because I'm going to be doing Trinity Christian Academy state semifinal football that night down in Clearwater. So I'll be able to check on scores, but unfortunately I'm going to miss that. So we're going to wish you the best of luck. That video link at Pensacola for both the games, also on the schedule pages as well. Well, halftime with the Lions leading 38-21. We're going to pause here. We'll give you some of the numbers from the first half when we return in approximately 12 minutes. Jeremiah Cooper and Ray Bureau bringing you the action on TBC Eagles. Stay with us. Welcome back to Trinity Gymnasium on the campus of Trinity Baptist College. JV action tonight as the JV Eagles are playing the Lions of Potter's House Postgraduate Academy. I'm Ray Bureau, and joining us tonight is Jeremiah Cooper, who's also running the camera. He is on the varsity TBC Eagles, and you may have heard him talk about a couple of the upcoming South Region games at Southeastern Baptist on Thursday night, and then at Pensacola Christian College on Friday night. The next JV game after tonight is here on the home court Saturday, December 2nd, this coming Saturday, when the Eagles take on Oak Leaf Prep. We do plan to bring you that one here on TBC Eagles. We can't guarantee we'll get all the home games. We'll do as many as possible. And then the JV team is off until January 15th. For the varsity, after Friday night's game, they're going to play a very tough NAIA team at Southeastern University in Lakeland, Florida, and then two more Division I exhibitions. The Eagles are at Jacksonville University at 5 p.m. over on Jacksonville's south side, and at the University of North Florida just a few miles away from JU on Saturday, December 16th. I'm hoping I can get to both of those. I can certainly get to the North Florida game on December 16th. And then after the game on December 1st, I failed to mention the Eagles are at Coastal Georgia on December 9th. And the reason for the big gap between games, you're looking forward to final exam week, right, Jeremiah?
Exactly, yes. That's such a nice week for us to just get into the books and actually try to get some good grades going in. It's always such a stressful time to study for each and every exam, but it's still nice to finally be at the end of the semester and be able to go into that Christmas break.
And of course, there's a reason you're called student athletes, and which word comes first in that term. And these students, we see them on the court. We know they practice a lot, but they have to study. And I didn't play college sports, so I didn't have this experience. What's it like having to keep up with your studies while traveling to other states for 2 or 3 games in a row?
It is definitely a hard task to do, but I mean, it's a testament to how athletes just in general are able to do well within education, but then also keep
dedication.
Exactly, and actually be able to keep up with their athletic careers. This is something that you just have to continue to develop, and just continue to be just that learning-driven athlete when it comes to being in college.
First shot of the second half taken by Loom and rebounded by the Eagles, who hit very quickly up the court. And we have ourselves a whistle as Aubrey Howard tries to lay one in. That's just out of bounds, so the Lions will get the ball. Leading scorer is Francis Y. with 15 points in the first half, followed by Nicholas Davidson with 9. And the shot attempt a little strong from Loom and rebounded by Simmons. Mustafa Loom scored 7, David Dial 4, and Malachi Virtue 3 for the Lions. The leading scorer for the Eagles, a tie with 4 points each from Jackson Pringle West and Robbie Simmons. Actually, Haddon Sullivan had 5. I had written down one of his baskets for Caleb. Kind of easy to mix those two guys up. And Simmons unable to convert the short jumper. A quick transition and the feed to Farah, his first basket. And a 40-23 17-point lead for the Lions. Jesse Mitchell has a 3-pointer, as does Aubrey Howard. Amir Hardy, 2 points, a pair of free throws. That one is for 3 from Howard, no good. And these Lions looking very, very tough. It's going to be really difficult for the Eagles, especially if they don't take advantage of opportunities. Eagles shot just 23% in the first half. The Lions, 36%. They were up around 46% until late in the half when they couldn't get the ball through. But still, the big start they had is the big reason that they're leading by 17. Turnovers also another major factor. The Eagles already with 18 turnovers to Potter House's 12. That's for 3. Why a little too strong. He hit 3 3-pointers in the first half to get the bulk of his 15 points. Lions keep possession with 14 on the shot clock. High pass to Loom, but can't get it too high to him. Three-pointer, that looked good coming out of the hands of Farah, but a little bit wide to the right. Howard brings it up court quickly, finds West, works his way inside. A pump fake, did not fake anyone out, and a blocked shot. And a long pass tipped out of bounds off Malachi Virtue, and the Eagles will get possession, still trailing by 17.
Camera and follow it.
And Aubrey Howard from three had to hit mute for a moment just to take care of a small matter. Quick pass up the court to Y, and he's able to get the layup, and that is now 17 points for Francis Y. Mitchell to West, a little high pass, but Howard works his way left side of the paint. Short jumper, no good. And Jeremiah, that's been the story tonight. Eagles unable to convert opportunities, and the Lions, for the most part, have. That basket is good from Mustafa Loom. He now has 9 and a timeout, with the Lions leading now by 21 points, 44-23.
This is the very thing that is extremely scary when you come into the second half. You immediately have to take within the 5 minutes of this half and actually contribute on both sides, being able to execute plays, being able to make shots, being able to box out and rebound, and being able to be defensively active when it comes to this Potter House squad. It seems that there seems to be like some miscommunication when it comes to the offense that TBC is actually being able to put on the court, but hopefully they're able to figure it out when we go on to see the outcome of this game.
Well, win or lose, you learn something from every game. Coach DeLeon, he's going to come back, look at the game film, and we know that this team, they're going to do a lot better the rest of the season. They're just having a little trouble, and sometimes things just don't click as you plan. Lions, pretty much everything they're doing is working out. They had a rough stretch of scoring near the end of the first half. Other than that, though, it's been pretty much all Lions. 17-12 left to go. Eagles will inbound and go the length of the court. And Jeremiah, let's give a shout-out to the TBC Eagles women's basketball program. The first rankings of the NCCAA Division II came out today, and Trinity Baptist, as you see on the screen, sitting there at number 8.
Yes, the women's basketball team is really, really good this year. And I can genuinely say, as a fan of women's basketball, I truly am happy to see that our team is actually doing really well this season.
Of course, they've had 2 wins over Beacon College. They've also defeated a scholarship program in Ecclesia. And like you guys, they've played some Division I and II exhibitions as well. And a good feed from Davidson to Virtue, and Virtue lays it in. He now has 5, and the lead is up to 23. Howard finds Weston, and Weston 1-on-2, and a short jumper a little too strong and off the rim. Eberle got his hand on the ball, knocked it out of bounds, but he kept Y from getting off another easy layup. Weston kind of looked like a free safety on that play.
He did.
All right, who's your favorite NFL team?
Right now, Ravens.
Baltimore Ravens? I think they're number 1 right now in the AFC.
They are.
And until they won the night game Sunday, the Jaguars were the top seed. Then the Ravens got that win to regain that lead by half a game. That's going to be a turnover against Potter's House, and the Eagles will have possession. Of course, I'm a Jaguar fan, but even more so Dallas Cowboys, and Dak Prescott is having a fantastic season. Had that injury last year and led the NFL in interceptions, playing much less than a full season last year, and now he's one of the elites this year. Simmons with the rebound. And a shot for 3 from the corner. It's good. That is Matthew Weston, his first basket. That's a 3-pointer. Lead is still 20, though, for the Lions. I think of Denard Brand in just 11 games, a new NFL record for interceptions returned for a touchdown. Pick 6, as they're called. Simmons able to knock the ball away from Loom, but Loom uses his height, gets it right back, puts it in, and draws the foul. That's not giving up there. That's Mustafa Loom. The foul is called against, I believe he called it against Santana. No, it was Brian Eberle, his first. And Loom again got the basket. He now has 11. Chance to make it an even dozen. And no. High bounce off the rim. Kept in play by Jackson Pringle West. Pringle West gets the feed back. Finds Weston in the corner. That ball was tipped. Francis Y got his fingers on it. Eagles get it back. Robbie Simmons takes the pass and now has 6 points. Again, not giving up on the play. Possession of the ball, hustle back, and get the ball right back. Loom with a pump fake and a dunk. Mustafa Loom, 13 points, trailing only Francis Y, who has 17, and a traveling violation as Y tried to hustle up the court. 50-28, under 15 minutes to go. That is Matthew Weston with possession, feeding Howard in the corner. Ball batted up in the air, controlled by the Eagles. Eberle goes up high and gets the basket. Brian Eberle came into tonight's game averaging 9 points per game in the JV games. That's his first basket of the night. Eagles, though, still trail by 20, and the Lions feed Loom. A couple of passes without hitting the court, but Loom called for the travel before the dunk, so no shot. I thought I heard a coach yell for timeout, but no, he was just calling signals out to his team. Howard with the spin move and the foul. Aubrey Howard will shoot 2.
Aubrey Howard being able to get to the rim has always been a blessing for the offensive team, for TBC, and it's something that he is known for doing, and then also with his catch and shoot ability.
I think he called the foul on Loom. He did the finger so fast I couldn't quite tell. Aubrey Howard's first of 2 is good. Aubrey Howard, he will usually make those free throws.
Yes, he will.
And free throw number 2, it is good. Howard now 2 for 4 from the line, if I have that correct. That is correct. And a high pass over the head of Virtue. And it looked like Virtue was coming in for the ball and not quite prepared to take the pass at the very moment. The Eagles got the deficit back to under 20, but still trailing by 19. Eberle with possession. Great pass on the floor. Aubrey Howard, though, goes high off the glass. Doesn't go, and a whistle. And that foul is called against Shamir Farah, his third, and sends Will Masbach to the line. First time tonight that we see Will Masbach shooting free throws. That one is a little short off the front of the rim. Masbach, not many opportunities at the line so far this season. Misses both. Another missed opportunity for the Eagles. Masbach just 2 for 7 after those 2 from the line. Howard keeps the ball in bounds. Shot clock down to 10. Masbach to Eberle, runs the baseline, draws the foul, and the basket is good. I have no idea how he made that shot. Ryan Eberle, though, looking good on that last play. Spin move after going through two, and that ball hit the top of the backboard on the glass and dropped in. And now a chance at a three-point play. It is good. Eberle now with 5. Deficit down to 16, but still it is 16. Defense on the other end of the court. Eberle comes away with the ball. And that is Matthew Weston with the basket. Oh, Jemiah, the Eagles now shooting 29%, which doesn't look great overall, but considering they were at 23 when the half started, they're starting to find the openings.
If you're able to see that TBC is starting to get some energy right now and they're actually trying to get back into this game. And hopefully, and over here, you were able to see TBC get back into this game.
That ball hit off the leg of Jackson Pringle West, so out of bounds, back to the Lions, who will keep possession. They'll get a fresh 20 after the timeout. Full timeout called by Potter's House coach Don Martin. He has called one full and 1:30, as has Coach DeLeon of the TBC Eagles. So each coach still has 4 timeouts remaining. 12:48 left to go, 50-37. We'll pause here. We'll be back when play resumes in just a minute. $12:48 left to go. Lions have possession, and Jeremiah and I were looking at the rankings. Women's basketball is number 8 in NCCAA, and the South Region's Toccoa Falls College. I'll tell you, within the past couple of years, they have really improved the Screaming Eagles from Toccoa Falls. Turnaround jumper is good.
Yeah, if I'm
Mustafa
not
Loom.
mistaken, Toccoa Falls was in that championship game against Pensacola Christian last year during the region play. And if you saw how well they were able to play during that game, you could definitely imagine if they get another year of development that they could really have a chance to get a region championship this year.
And Toccoa's men's team is number 7. And the pass inside to Howard, and a great layup off the board. Aubrey Howard now with 7, but a very quick response for the Lions. Francis Y takes the pass, and number 22, Jeremiah Francis Y, 19 points.
Oh, wow.
He's having a really good night. Three-pointer from Weston, a little bit strong. Another quick transition. First attempt, no. Second chance, good. That is Mustafa Loom, who is following Y. He now has 17 points. Loom is 7 for 18 from the field. Y is 8 for 11. That's some really good shooting there. Well, you consider 40% shooting from the field as a team, that's considered good.
Yeah, it is. But hoping for a more efficient form of shooting when it comes to a team total. You wish to have a little bit of a higher number than in the 40s. In the 50s, you definitely have a really, really good squad when it comes to being offensively sound.
Rebound for Mosbach. Of course, these numbers I'm giving you give credit to Noelle Wakefield, who is doing the live stats for us tonight. She is a phenomenal stats keeper. So Noelle Wakefield also does a lot of the soccer stats for us. And she did the stats when you guys went to Jacksonville University last year. She did the live stats for the Division I program.
There's definitely someone who's able to keep up with the numbers and actually be able to keep up with the game as well. That is definitely a talent that you do not find for many people.
Matthew Weston will shoot 2. And the first one is good. Malachi Virtue with 2 fouls. Mustafa Loom has 2. Francis Y. and Shamir Farah each have 3, and David Dial has 1. For the Eagles, 1 for Jackson Pringle West, 1 for Brian Eberly, 1 for Aubrey Howard, 2 each for Robbie Simmons and Haddon Sullivan, assuming I didn't miss anything. Free throw number 2, in and out. Mosbach, rebound, and the foul. Foul's called against, they held up number 23, but there is no 23 out there. So I'm assuming they meant Francis Y, number 22. If that's correct, that's number 4. Meanwhile, Mosbach hits the first of 2. 1 for 3 so far tonight overall for Will Mosbach. See if I can get an update on the foul. And Mosbach, 1 for 2 on the sequence. David Dial pulls down the rebound. That was Francis Y, and that's his 4th. That is Y going up and getting the basket to fall as he falls to the floor. And Francis Y now with 21, the leading scorer on the court. That is Amir Hardy, no good. Men from each team with hands on the ball, and alternating possession goes to the Eagles. Potter's House inbounded to start the second half, and that's our first jump ball of the period. Coming up on the midway point of the second half, the Lions lead by 17. That one misses wide to the right, rebound by Davidson. Lions slow things down. Davidson guarded by Weston outside to Y, 4-3, it's off the rim. And Virtue unable to get there in time. Mustafa Loom, 16 rebounds. That leads everybody on the court. He's the only man in double digits in the rebounding department. The lead is 17 for the Lions. Y goes out. Trying to see which line came onto the court. It looked like Aldo Meyerson. That's Sullivan for 3 off the rim. And the ball picked up at the baseline by Mustafa Loom. Under 10 minutes to go. Davidson inside the paint, misses, but Loom is right there to tap it in, and he now has 19 points to go along with those now 17 rebounds. That does count as a rebound. Hardy at the top of the paint. It goes through. Amir Hardy now with 4, his first field goal of the night. 2 free throws in the first half. The lead still 17, however, for the Lions. 3-pointer from Meyerson off the rim. Dial inside the paint, outside to Meyerson. 10 seconds to shoot. That's Loom from the corner for 3. It's off the rim, but the rebound from Virtue. Spin move, but he is stripped of the ball. Brian Eberly, another fine defensive play. Weston going 1-on-3, loses the ball, but Eberly is in the corner to keep it in play. 1-on-2 and a whistle. And we'll see what the call is. That's going to send Eberly to the line for the 1-and-1. Team foul number 8. Did you see which Lion got called for the foul?
No, I did not.
Fortunately, Noel did, so we'll be able to get that in a moment. That was David Dial, his second. And a first free throw for 1-1, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. It is Eagles ball, says the official. He's saying it was last touched by a Lion, so the Eagles have to hustle before they start that 5-second count. About 8.5 left to go. 60-43 Lions lead. Amir Hardy with the pump fake and then the miss. And Loom was able to wrap his arms around this one and draw a whistle. Alternating possession is the call. Lions have the arrow. Coming up on about 8:20 left to go. Long pass towards Moyerson. Bounce pass to Virtue. And a traveling violation called against Virtue. And that'll give the ball back to the Eagles. And Coach Martin calls for a timeout with 8:14 left to play and the score 60-43. Eagles JV again Saturday at 6 back here on the home court against Oak Leaf Prep in the Orange Park, Argyle area. And then the JV team is off until January. They're going to play at Johnson University of Florida on January 18th. Right now there's a home game scheduled for January 15th against a yet-to-be-named opponent. And Jeremiah, we're going to see Lamar Sports Academy one more time on January 20th, barring any changes.
Yep. Lamar Academy is definitely a school that we've always been able to count on when it comes to getting the game in for the JV squad. We've always been so thankful for their contribute to helping us get a game within our season, and the same thing vice versa. We're hoping that Lamar Academy definitely has a good season of their own, but we definitely hope to just get back another win after our last loss against that team.
And they always give us a tough, close, exciting game. I think each time we've played Lamar, the games have been within single-digit margins.
Exactly. If in a way, you could actually say that we kind of have a rivalry when it comes to the JV squad. We're always playing them every single season. We usually are having about a 4 to 3 game series every single season, and you just hope to get that win over the other team. And it's always difficult to beat a team more than twice, especially if you have a 3-game series. But hopefully we be able to get this next win and be up ahead in the series that we have against Lamar.
Lions now have 2 men with 21 points. Sullivan answers with the layup. That was Caleb Sullivan. And we have ourselves a whistle. I missed it because I was writing down the basket.
Amir Hardy was able to knock the ball out of number 4's hands and cause a turnover, which was very vital.
Robbie Simmons is stripped of the ball. He was looking for the foul but didn't get the call. And without the ball touching the court, the Lions get it up very quickly. And the basket is good. And a 64-45 lead for Potter's House. And the ball goes out of bounds and into the bleachers. $7:21 left to go. Mustafa Lou made that last basket, so Eagles trying to respond but unable to do so. And we have ourselves a whistle on a traveling violation. Just over 7 minutes remaining. And 7 minutes right now. Weston to Hardy. Sullivan in the corner, didn't have a shot. Hardy lost the ball, but got it right back. Shot clock now at 10. Sullivan looking for some assistance. Finds Eberle, that's for 3, in and out. Simmons rebounds. Collision, no call. Sullivan outside to Hardy, wide open for 3. It's a little strong. And a rebound pulled in by Y. That is Davidson getting called for the travel. He looked a little unsure of what he wanted to do with the ball.
That was definitely an easy call to make from the ref. It definitely seems like this Potter's House Lions team really has a struggle when it comes to traveling.
And that one is off the leg of Nicholas Davidson. 21 on the shot clock for the Eagles, 6:16 on the game clock. Weston finds Hardy. And that ball looked like it got deflected a little bit from Loom, who's done it all on both sides of the court. And the easy finger roll for Malachi Virtue gives him 7. Under 6 minutes to go. Sullivan guarded by Davidson, and the ball knocked away on the pass. It'll stay with the Eagles with 18 on the shot clock. Haddon Sullivan and Ethan Harp in. Amir Hardy and Brian Eberly out. Anyway, these Lions must be in pretty good shape. They brought 8 tonight. Eagles outmanned them, but the Lions don't look one bit fatigued.
No, it's definitely a testament to whatever conditioning Potter's House is able to do on the offseason, because it seems to really show within this game.
Sullivan misses. The ball goes out of bounds. Shot clock violation. The ball did not touch the rim. 66-45, 21-point lead for Potter's House. Sullivan on guard of Virtue. That's Loom with possession. Turnaround jumper is off the rim. Caleb Sullivan picks it up off the floor. 5 minutes left. Eagles trying to mount a big comeback. The ball's knocked out of bounds. It stays with TBC. And Jeremiah, if I had to ask, which team are you looking forward to playing most within the South region?
Oh, definitely Toccoa. Toccoa's a really good squad, and really that team that we lost to during the region championship. You really want to have the opportunity to play a team that gave you a loss in the championship, and just see where we're at, especially within the season, and to see if we can get that rematch back in the region playoff.
Well, you have to give them credit. Near the end of the game, they were trailing, and they just did not miss in the last few minutes, and they came from behind. And very well-deserved South Region Championship for Toccoa Falls, and they're looking to get back there and repeat. You're looking to take that crown away, and again, any one of the 7 teams capable of winning. And the three-point attempt from Weston, no good. Here's David Dial hustling up the court inside the paint. And a second consecutive slam dunk missed by the Lions. Weston takes the pass from Harp and draws the foul. Davidson got all ball with the hand, but made the body contact, and that's the reason for the foul. That will send Matthew Weston to the line. He is 1 for 2 so far tonight. On the season, Weston came in 7 for 10 from the line in the 2 games. And Weston's first of 2 is good. So he's now 9 out of 13 on the season. Pending free throw number 2 of the sequence with 4:14 left to go. It is off the front of the rim. Jeriel Santana back defensively for the Eagles. Rebound Lions. Davidson kicks this ball back outside to Atong. And a shot from the corner. David Dial gets the rim and the bounce and the 3. He now has 7 points, 69-46 the score. Ajay Johnson, bounce pass inside to Weston. Weston pulls back outside the arc. Sullivan to Weston. 1-on-3 goes over the head of Loom, which isn't easy to do. Misses a shot. Loom rebound inside the paint. And the roll does not drop in. And out of bounds, substitution for the Eagles. Avon Fitzgerald in, and Weston will head off. 3:21 left to go. One good thing, Coach DeLeon, I believe he's gotten everybody in the game tonight. That's a lot of men on the bench, too.
It definitely is. I mean, when you have such a big squad that we have, you always try to make sure everyone gets a little bit of playing time each time. Now, granted, Coach Nate definitely has a drive to win each and every game. Sadly, every single player is not able to get on the court, but you definitely have to provide opportunities for his players each and every game. Thankfully, we were able to see it.
Well, the teams trade three-pointers. Loom for the Lions and then Johnson for the Eagles as we're under 3 minutes to go. And, of course, Coach DeLeon, Coach Jones, they all know the players don't improve their skills if they don't get the opportunities.
Exactly. So it's really nice to see how Coach is able to provide the opportunity for these players and give them a chance to just see the court and feel the environment and feel the opportunity to just touch the ball and be able to shoot the ball and being able to just show their skills.
Well, we have about 2:38 left and a whistle. That's going against Sullivan. And for Haddon Sullivan, that is his third. Team foul number 4. The next foul would put them into double bonus. Traveling violation. And the Eagles will have possession with 2.5 left to go. Is Johnson. And we have ourselves the horn sounded. And the officials are going to make sure everything is in order. Actually, that last call they're saying was an illegal screen, so that did count as a foul, and that is number 5 on Francis Y. Well, he's going to take 21 points to the bench, and that's second in the game behind 24 from Mustafa Loom. So both these young men, terrific performances out there on the court. .220 left to go. Tajay Johnson finds Fitzgerald. The three-pointer, no good. And the rebound by Nicholas Davidson. Eagles have had some trouble getting the ball inside the cylinder tonight. They're shooting just 27% from the field. And we're going to have a foul called against TBC's Tajay Johnson, his first. Team foul number 5. That's a shooting foul. Lions at the line after a little bit of housekeeping duty. Oh, Allie Thrash, left-handed pitcher for the softball team, also has played a little volleyball. I remember that game-winning home run she hit against Miami Hamilton, and the Eagles came back from 10-0 to win that game. And a first of 2 for Malachi Virtue does not go. He is now 1 for 2 on the night. 7 points pending free throw number 2. And free throw number 2 is a little strong. 72-49, under 2 minutes to play. Weston inside, it draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Foul's called on Aldo Moyerson. It's just his first. It's team foul number 10, but it's a 2-shot foul anyway. My mistake, not Weston. It is Jeriel Santana. And the first of 2 from Santana, a little bit strong. I believe these are his first free throw attempts of the JV season. How many JV teams have live stats and updated stats on the website?
I am not sure, but I would definitely say that we are one of the very few.
Well, again, credit to Noel Wakefield, and I was able to find out how to get that up there, and glad we did that. So the JV players, they put a lot of work in too, and JV teams, they don't normally get the credit they deserve.
No, not at all. So it's really, as a school, is giving this squad a chance to feel included when it comes to stats, when it comes to being live streamed, even having commentary. So it's really nice to see how this team has been able to be included within the varsity sport.
Santana with the hustle and the rebound. Eagles keep possession. Fadeaway three. That one is no good. It hit the net, but didn't go through. And driving inside and missing is Virtue. Lukac with the rebound. Coming up on just a minute left. Harp gets the pass right back, and the shot is good. Ethan Harp on the board. However, this one is going to Potter's House. 72-51 with less than a minute to go. So Potter House will be 2-2 on the season. The Eagles will be 1-2. And a nice move from Nicholas Davidson, but he didn't get the ball to drop in. Johnson, bounce pass to Harp, and his pass is stolen away by Aldo Moyerson. Shot clock is off. We're under 30. Johnson with the three. It is off the rim. And that one rebounded by David Dial. Lions do not have to shoot. They just have to get it across the stripe, which they do. 13 seconds left. Santana on the defense. And it looks like the Lions will be content to let the clock run out and take the victory 72-51. So Potter's House Grad Lions now 2-2 on the season. The TBC Eagles JV team 1-2. Final score: Potter's House 72, Trinity Baptist 51. Big difference was in the shooting from the field. The Lions 40.5%. The Eagles 26.0%. Three-pointers were pretty even. 6 for Lions, 5 for the Eagles. And the free throws, neither team really did all that well at the line tonight. But again, the shooting percentage is the difference. Well, we hope you're able to join us once again as the Eagles take the court on Saturday at 6 p.m. against Oakleaf Prep. Jemiah, thank you for joining us. Great job. Your first attempt to do some commentary and working the camera at the same time.
Yes, sir.
We're going to sign off while the players say their post-game prayer. Thanks for joining us. For Coach DeLeon, Jemiah Cooper, I'm Ray Bureau. Good night, and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.